Welcome back to the Set of the Gloves Are Off. We're going to get right back into it, dump and change. Right off the top, we're going to call this one No Show. I want to talk a little bit about Evgeny Nabokov and what's going on with that situation. What I want to know from you guys is who kind of, literally I have it written on my paper, who is more stupid in this deal? Was it Nabokov? Was it Snow? Was it, who is most at fault here for this not working out?
I would say probably Detroit.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, obviously they need a goaltender. New York, well, anytime you get any guy from the KHL, they always have to clear waivers. And, you know, they're probably thinking, you know, it's going to be another Stanley Cup run. They're going deep. They have injuries right now. Let's go after this guy who quit his KHL team just because there was rumors that he was going to come to the NHL. And all this happened. So
Ken Holland...
He doesn't, you know what, he does not, I know really it's been a privilege to know Jimmy Neal, their assistant GM. They messed up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're stupid. They messed up, and I don't believe that they had any idea, and this is where the mess up is, that the Islanders would even think of picking him up. You know, not in a playoff spot.
Well, you can't blame Garth Snow is what you're saying. He's looking out for the best interest of his team.
And he's got to take care of his team.
Right.
It's all he cares about. That's all of those GMs should care about is their team and what's the best for their team. And when you do a waiver, I mean, it's a I was in minor pro and I coached in minor pro. Man, you take a risk that a team may pick up, and they knew Nabokov would go. He's acting like a little baby right now.
Well, that's my next question then. If you're him, what should he do? What should he be doing? Should he be dressing and playing in the Islanders' next game?
He should be, but you know he's decided that he just wants to pack up. Like his comments are, he doesn't want to play.
Yeah.
He's just gonna maybe just retire, go back to Russia, and
well, but the reason why this rule exists in the first place is because guys would be doing this all the time.
They would.
Going and, you know, kicking it in the KH and then coming over and joining a team that's a likely contender. So there's a reason why the rule exists, but then Brian, like that being said, what should he be doing? Should he be playing for the Islanders?
He should be, because you know what? I can understand him being very upset because he was going to a Stanley Cup contending team. Yes, you're upset. Take a week or two off. Reevaluate what you're. Don't say any comments. Don't say anything stupid. Don't put down. I mean, I read the one thing. What was it? He didn't talk to Garth Snow.
Yeah,
he hung up on
him.
And
he accidentally hung up. I didn't know it was him.
Well, that's crap right there, number one. But you know, I know he's hurt. Understand. Honor your deal. Go to the Islanders. You have no idea. Okay, they're not a good team right now, but you have no idea where the future may hold for him, and maybe move the following year.
All right, let's talk about someone from right here in Lloyd who has a very bright future. This is exciting. We got to see Don Cherry talk about this young man on Hockey Night in Canada. Braden Holtby, unfortunately, things didn't go too well for him last night at the Verizon Center. But as far as his potential is concerned, do we see him staying in the big show and the Caps maybe investing in him long term?
Well, he's a young goalie, but they have
21 years
but
old.
they have 3 young goalies on that team. The 2 guys ahead of him, Varlamov and Nyworth, or Newworth, however you pronounce that. He's, you know, he's 22. They're both 22 years old. They're both really young, and they're banged up right now. But you know, Braden's played really well the last 3 games, and I could see him maybe, you know, pushing them, maybe giving those guys a bit more time to heal up.
I can see that he's jumped his stock up immensely.
Yeah.
And whether Washington has any room for him or not, that's a decision they'll have to make. But his stock has jumped immensely, and there may be a team that's looking for a younger goaltender.
Well, see, that's my next question. Like, Shark, I know you've personally talked to him quite a bit. It's got to be frustrating for him, though. He's got to feel like he's a little bit locked down there with that farm system and being in Hershey. Not that he's not getting the experience, but like you said, cracking the roster. If he does want to, you know, maybe have a permanent place with the team, what's next for him? What can he do?
I want to say probably has to go somewhere else.
Shop around?
Just because, you know, it gets to the point where, unless, you know, maybe Washington's, it seems like they're really happy with Braden and calling him up and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, they're probably pretty set for a while with those 2 other goaltenders, so it might be to the point where, you know, they use him for a trade, or, you know, maybe this year even, maybe to add some depth for a playoff push or something.
But the other thing you have to realize is that it's an opportunity for him. He took advantage completely of the opportunity. He can't control his destiny other than how he plays the game.
Right.
All he's going to do is push himself. This game, I can assure you, is a game-to-game thing. all the time with any player except
Yeah.
your superstars. But an average guy or a guy coming up, it's your one shot. You got to make it. He's
Yeah.
done it one game. He's done it two. He's done it three. He's made eyes and he's making tough decisions. That's all he can do. I think he's going to move on.
And another
All
thing
right, we're rooting for you, Braden Holtby. Sorry, Strick, I got to cut you off. We got to move on to our next topic.
Doesn't beat you.
One more before we
No,
get to the
no
break
beat.
here. I'm calling this one All No Stars because as excited as we all were for this All-Star game and the new format, they're dropping like flies. Sid the Kid's out. Looks like Malcolm's going to be out. Hemsky's out. Eberle's not going to participate. Who's left to see? Is this kind of casting a negative shadow on the whole new experience?
I wouldn't say so. I think there's still a ton of all-star potential guys out there that should be having this opportunity, like Dallas Stars forward Brad Richards.
Oh, get a little throw out there, name drop.
But I know there's a lot of guys that deserve the opportunity, but then again, I don't know, the NHL All-Star game, it just seems like there's not anything on the line to play for.
Yeah.
Like, in MLB, there's the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the All-Star
There's
game
an advantage
gets
there,
the chance to, you have the World Series in your park, really.
Are you still going to
I
watch?
will not watch it.
No?
Because you know what? I'd love to see, as you had alluded to, there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
And you know what? No player wants to hurt another player.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. They don't want. But watching them play isn't fun.
No.
There's no competition whatsoever.
All right.
Now put $50,000 to the winning
Oh
team
my
per
gosh,
player,
okay.
and $10,000 to the losing.
There
Now
you
you
go.
got a game.
All right.
think
Well,
about
we
it
don't
too,
have a
like-
game anymore because we have to take a break, but stay tuned. We're going to get into Who
We have
Am I
game.
coming up
You don't-
next.
Well, that's a 5-minute waste of time.
Yeah.